Hi everyone, my name is Vishal Singh and I'll be teaching you chess today. So in the previous class, we had started with creating a check and we'll be completing that today. Once we are done with that, we'll be moving on to, let me check, moving on to uh, creating a check in two moves. It is quite simple, very short number of puzzles, so we'll be done with that easily. That is all for today and I'll be sharing my screen. Let's hope you guys have fun today as well. Alright. I hope my screen is visible. Okay. So we ended over here on the eighth puzzle, and the answer to this was very simple. It was bishop to d4. If you guys remember, quite simple, right? Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, here again we need to create a. We're playing as white, and we need to give a check to the king. Now, if you look carefully, this king is quite uh, inside its own territory. It's quite safe to be honest. Now, how do you give a check to this? Well, look what all things you can use. Can you use your bishop? I don't think so. We can use our bishop to give it a check. We can use our bishop to capture this pawn here at a7, but that's pointless if we want to give a check to the opponent king. So no, and we have to do it in one move by the way. So can we use our rook? Not an option. Why? It's being blocked by the pawn. And besides, even if the pawn was not there, there was still the queen and the rook to help the king out or to kill our white rook. So that would be out of the option as well. Can we use the queen? Mm, yes, we can use the queen. Okay, again. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to give out the answer again. Before, as soon as I show you the puzzle, please pause the video right now if you want. Think of your own answer and then come back and then play the video. Okay, cool. Now, if I were to push my queen here at, g8, it would still be no help. Why? I'll show you. The king can just capture a queen. So that is not an answer as well. The only option left being the knight. Right. Now, we all know the knight can move in L shapes, and I've told this multiple times. So, this block here at f7 is a possible move. Why? It would be a direct check to the king. But you might be wondering, oh, what then? The queen is there. It can just directly capture our queen. Or the queen can directly capture a knight. Sorry. Oh, well, yes, but that's not going to happen. You know why? Our queen over here at b3 will be supporting our knight at f7. Got it? So, it would be a better move for black to evade the check rather than to capture a knight because we'll as playing as white we will only be losing a knight while the enemy will be losing the queen, so we will be in advantage by 6 points. So I'm pretty sure if the opponent knows even a little bit of chess, he or she will avoid this move and rather try to avoid the check. So the correct answer to this puzzle would be knight to f7. Got it? Quite simple. Alright, let's move ahead. Okay, so very last puzzle over here. Again, the king is here at g6. We're playing as white, and we need to create a check and give it a check. Give a check to the king. So, utilizing our rook is out of the option. It is completely blocked. Utilizing the knight will actually take us a lot of moves to make it just a check. Got it? So that is out of the option as well. The king is in a white uh, box, and our white bishop is in the black box. So it is completely stupid to think that our this bishop can actually give a check to the white king. So that is out of the option. The rook here will again take too many moves or something. So this is out of the option as well. The queen can give a check from here, but then again the pawn would capture our queen. So that is out of the option as well. Knight again will take the knight at g7 will take too many moves again. So the only best option we have is utilizing the pawns. So the which pawn is nearest to the king right now? These two, right? So the simple answer to this question should be pawn to h5. That is a direct check to the king. Got it? Okay. Quite simple. Okay, so with this, we are done with creating a check, and we'll be moving on to uh, creating a check in two moves. Got it? This is really simple, quite simple, and less number of turns. Okay, so you're playing as white, and you need to give a check to the black king. Okay, so you have two options here, and both of them would be perfectly fine. Again, before I give away the answers, kindly do uh, do pause the video, come back, and then answer the question. Okay. Okay. So, as I said, we have two ways to do this, and both of them would be perfectly fine. Either you can take your rook to the left a5 and then up to give a check to the king, or you can take your rook to the right to h5 and then move up again to give a check from here from h8 to the king. So any one of them would be completely fine. Okay, moving on. Again, we need to give a check in two moves. Okay, so here you're playing as white and you need to give a check in two moves. So the correct answer would be, there are again two options you can do this. You can either play your move, but one of them is obviously wrong. So pause the video. I forget to say this. Please kindly pause the video. Think of an answer yourself and then come back. Okay. So you can either play knight to c5 over here, and from over here you can play knight to e4. So that would be a check to the king and a direct threat to the knight at the same time. And you can, once the king moves out of the way, you can then take the knight out. You can capture you can capture the bishop. And the other one would be to play your knight to d2 over here, and then from here to e4. Which one do you think is the correct one? The first one or the second one? Pause the video, think of an answer, why, and then come back. I'll draw the first one again for you if you guys want. See. So the top one is the first one, the down one is the second one. And the end result is the same because you can still capture the bishop as soon as the king moves out of the way. So the correct answer would be the second one. Why? Because as soon as you move your knight to c5, the bishop can then directly capture your knight. I'll show. See? So this is wrong. The correct answer would be knight to d2 and then finally knight to e4. Quite simple. Got it? Okay. Just a second. Okay. So again, we need to create a check in two moves over here. And the correct answer would be, okay, pause the video before I give away the answer. Please pause the video and then come back. There are plenty of ways to do this. The first one can be, you can play your knight to a3 and then you can use your bishop to give a check from here. Why wouldn't the rook capture your bishop? Quite simple, right? Why? Because the knight will be guarding it. So that is one of the option. And then there's another option as well. What you can do is simply take your bishop from e2 to d1 and then place your bishop here at b3, and that would be absolutely fine too. Okay, so it's completely okay and both of the moves are completely fine over here. But as for now, we'll go with knight to a3 and bishop to c4. Okay, moving on. Again, two moves. So if you see carefully, again pause the video. I've taught this to you in the previous videos. I remember very precisely that I've taught you. Just rather than the queen, rook over here, it was the queen. Okay. So pause the video, think of a way, and then come back. The answer is quite simple. It is, the king is already in the path of the rook. The path is just being blocked by two of the pieces. And what we are doing is creating a check in two moves. Okay, check in two moves. So all we need to do is get the pieces out of the way in order for the rook to give a check to the king. So the best we can do is get our pieces out of the way. It doesn't matter where you play your pieces, just get them out of the way and it would automatically be a check to the king. Very simple. Okay, here again check in two moves. So think again, you have your rook, you cannot use your rook, you cannot use your queen in two moves, it is blocked. Forget about these three because these are blocked by the pawns, and the knight here at b1 will again take a lot of time to get out and do the create a check for the king. So the only two options out here are the knight and the bishop. How would you utilize them? Pause the video, think and come back. Okay, so the bishop seems to be in the position. If it was to somehow capture the pawn here at f7, that would directly be a check. But then it needs to be protected, right? If it's not protected, the king will directly capture our bishop. So that's not a good thing that we want. So in order to give support to a bishop, what can we utilize? Something that can jump over the pieces, right? Correct, because the knight is over here, the pawns are over here guarding this whole thing. So we need something that can jump over the piece. And what is the piece that can do that? The knight, correct? So we utilize our knight. The knight here at f3, and easily we can play knight to g5. So knight to g5. Now these two pawns are under the attack range of our knight. Now once they are under the attack range, we can directly take out the pawn here at f7 and give a check to the opponent king. Quite simple, right? Okay. So that was all for today. Hope you guys had fun. And in the next class, we'll be completing check in two moves, and we'll be starting with. Let me check if there's anything. Yeah, we'll be starting with piece values. I've already told you the value of the pieces and how you can utilize that in an actual game. I'll be teaching you how to utilize that in the actual game next, so you know what piece to take out if you have an option. So that is what we'll be doing in the next class. And that's all for today. Bye.